guys, this is Spurgeon Piper. This is Wilson with you. So today I want to cover an overview of pipe cleaners. Not something we give much thought to, but there are options out there, and maybe there's some things we should consider. Now, before jumping into the topic, I want to let you know I'm smoking my Irish Harp 69, one of my favorite pipes still in my collection. I enjoy smoking this more than most of them. And I am smoking one of my favorite blends, Stonehenge Flake. I have more of this blend than just about any other one in my cellar. So really a go-to daily for me. Now, let's get into pipe cleaners. There are a lot of options you'll find online, and they're usually not something we consider too much. We grab what we see, what's cheapest maybe, and we're giving more of our focus to the tobacco we're buying or the pipes we are cleaning. Now, I want to go over some of the pipe cleaners I've used over the years, give you just my opinion on them, and that's what it is, an opinion. I know no doubt there's those with far more experience than I have that will probably give you a different opinion, so bear that in mind as I cover these. Now let's just go over some. I'm going to go in order, and at the end I'll give you further thoughts. I'm going to start off with Stanwell pipe cleaners. Stanwell pipe cleaners. Now, this pack comes with 100. I recall it being around the mid $2.50-ish area. All right. Now, bear in mind, for those of us in the United States, I don't see these anymore on the market. Maybe they are. I'm just not aware. But I looked online, cigars.com, smoking pipes, tobaccopipes.com. What I've seen, they're not available any longer. I'm not sure why. Those of you in the EU, you should be able to get them. I'm not sure what the prices are on those, but bear that in mind. But I can tell you, I still have this one bag left, though I've had it years. It's one of the first bags I've had. I just kind of lost it. One thing I did like was it's tightly wound, and the wiring is quite sturdy. You know, it's quite thick, and so it is able to, where some aren't, it's able to take in the curves a little bit better and not get like smushed up in the beginning. If you have pipes that have smaller airways, I found these more beneficial as they are sturdier, thicker, and they're able to take care of the curvatures and things like that. So not as absorbent as other ones I've used, but if you are able to get your hands on them and you have some smaller orifices that are, it's hard to get some pipe cleaners in, these are beneficial. So that is Stanwell pipe cleaners. All right, so that's the first one I do want to cover. Now, ones that are more available to us that you should be able to find more readily. Let me go with one that I'm new to, and I say new to, I bought these about a year ago. That is White Elephant. White Elephant pipe cleaners. These come in boxes of 100, maybe more or less, depending on where you buy them from, about $3.20. All right, so that's about the average price. One thing I like about these, let me give you a positive and then a negative. Super absorbent. They are conical, so they do taper up, as you can see. Super absorbent, really absorbent, I did find. However, so that's the positive, okay? The negative I did find was a lot of lintage. I'm not sure if you can even see that. I just had some fall. That's my issue with them. If I want to clean them at the very end of my pipe smoking, so I'm done with this pipe, I'm not going to smoke it anymore, that's not a horrible issue, as I can just clean it out and be done. But during my smoke, it's not something I'm really wanting to see, is all of that lint coming off. So these are made in Germany, and again, I like the super absorption capability of it, but it does let off a lot of lint. Price wise, it's not the cheapest, I suppose, but the price isn't bad, and frankly, I'm just going to say upfront with all of these, you're not really losing or gaining much in dollars when it comes to pipe cleaners. I know we can use a lot of them, don't get me wrong, but I don't think the price is super significant. I want to just mention that for a personal opinion. So we have White Elephants. If you're able to get your hands on them, I think they're great for your final usage, or your final cleaning, if you will, for your pipes. Now, let me go to a third one, and this is one you probably know, you probably have, more than likely, and that is BJ Long's pipe cleaners. Now, These really usually run around the $2.10 mark, at least in the major outlets. At your local tobacconist, they may be a little bit more expensive. That's what you'll find online. Now, BJ Long is maybe the most well-known pipe cleaners that you can get your hands on. I want to say, just looking around, and I use these more than anything. One reason is I have bought a lot of them. So I still have a lot that I have in my collection, if you will, and they're usually what I pull for. Now, these are kind of like the Standwell, very similar, where they're stiff enough, so they can be easily inserted into the smaller orifices. They are tightly wound. The absorption rate isn't the highest, but they do the adequate job. I usually use these intra smoking or during my smoking. So I don't use filters. So if you're not using filters, I really encourage you to use pipe cleaners during your smoke to clean out the moisture and dottle. And these are great for that purpose of inserting and cleaning out as you're smoking to clean out residue. They are stiff enough, like I said, to get into the orifices all the way into near the bowl, usually, and to kind of twist around to, especially if you have curvatures in your pipes, to get to the bullet itself. So I do enjoy these. Price-wise, they are some of the cheapest. I mean, $2.10 for 100. That's pretty great. So there's still some I'm going to buy constantly. I do use them occasionally for final cleaning. I do think there are better ones for the final cleaning, to really soak up the rest of the moisture and do a thorough job, as these aren't conical. All right, so bear that in mind. So I really encourage you to pick some of those up if you haven't already. So these are Peterson conical pipe cleaners. All right, and they run about $1.70, $1.80, somewhere around that mark on your online retailers. They only come in packs of 50, so they are not your best bang for your buck. All right, conical is very useful, as some of the other ones are, at cleaning giving you a more thorough cleaning, cleaning the larger orifices, getting into the shank. They don't give off too much lint, which I like. They are quite sturdy as well, and absorption rate's fairly mid-range. I'll just say. I don't use these as much. I do have some put away, and I'll use them. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not going to be my go-to, I suppose. Apparently, they used to be some of the favorites back in the day. What do I mean by back in the day? I don't know what I mean by back in the day. In decades past, apparently, I've just seen some folks say they used to be favorites. Maybe they still are. I just don't know. But I don't use these as much. Usually, they're going to be used at the end of my smoking regimen, typically, or at least when I get done with one smoke with one of my pipes, and I'm going to be switching to another one. I'll just run one quickly through, so it's not sitting there gaining moisture or allowing moisture to sit. All right, so last one. I guess I'm going to save the best for last. All right, these are, the one I'm about to show you is one I just recently picked up as well within the past year, and now they're my favorite. All right, so for middle and end cleaning, they're my favorite, though I don't have many at the moment. And that is Blitz system pipe cleaners. Blitz system pipe cleaners, made in EU. I think it's Germany because it's written in German. But these go for about $30.20. You're getting 80, so they're on the pricier side. But I'm just going to say again, they do a great job, and price overall is insignificant when you think about how many you have to use, things like that. What I love about these, they don't let off too much lint, though they are fluffy, if I want to use that word. They are conical as well, so they do taper, and they are somewhat bristled. Now, I probably should have said this up front, but if you notice, I didn't say anything about bristled pipe cleaners. The reason is I don't use them as much anymore. I occasionally will run one in to a pipe when I'm beginning to clean it after more than one use, but I've come to the opinion, and basing off of other experts that are far more experienced than myself, that they may cause more damage than good if overused. So I'll just say overused. All right. So that's why I didn't cover them. That's maybe a different video for another day. I'm just covering non-bristle pipe cleaners. However, these are somewhat bristled. Like they just have a rigidity to them that mimics bristle pipe cleaners, right? So I love them for that reason. They're really good at getting you a clean, strong cleansing without having a bristle pipe cleaner. They are also quite rigid enough uh, to go with the curvatures of your pipe and to get into small crevices. The tapered is a use as well, but they are super absorbent at the same time. Compared to some of these other ones, they're more absorbent, and I really enjoy these. And these are maybe an all-around best use. So during my pipe usage, after my pipe usage, really enjoy these. And I think overall I end up using less pipe cleaners. So though the price is higher, I use less. So I'm not really losing much money, if you will. So I really encourage you to pick some of these up. That again is the Blitz system pipe cleaners. You should be able to find these at most of the retailers online that you may be buying from. So let me know your thoughts. I know there's other ones out there, guys. What are the ones you recommend? Leave them in the comments below. I know it'll be helpful for some other folks and myself out there. That's all I have for today, guys. I hope you're doing well. You have a blessed week. And Friday, we should have another tobacco review coming out. So I'm looking forward to it. Until then, we'll talk to you soon.